Oh, good. I love us. Hello, my loves. Hello. Happy full moon, my loves. How are you? 2 minutes late and right on time. I'm so happy to see everyone. I always like to say hello and see if everyone can hear me. How is the gain today? And how's the picture? Are you able to see and hear me, my loves? I just want to make sure that we do a quick little roll call before we get in and dive right into so much gloriousness today. I understand that sometimes this could be your very first real witch's spell, and I'm so sensitive to that. I just want to see if anybody's able to tell me if they can hear me. Hello, Sophia. It's awesome to see you. Hi. Can you hear me okay, my love? I have my mic handy over here, and I just want to make sure that we sound okay. Yes, okay. I'm going to take a quick little peek. Real quick, there's my glasses. Please pardon me, my loves. I'm going to grab my glasses real fast. Hi. Happy Friday, everybody, and happy beautiful full moon eclipse. I'm going to take a quick little peek. Yes, sound is great. Good. I'm so glad. I had some technical stuff that went on today, and it seems to be all healed up and cleared up, and things just get better every single time. I've got a new location. It's something that I kind of promised you I was going to be moving around my home and creating different views so you can see that magic is real and magic is every day for me. And I can only speak for myself. I like magic to be in my car. I like it to be in the most simple places, of course, in the shower. And today we're going to be taking care of a beautiful hydromancy spell from the glorious Many Moons Lunar Planner 2020. And we're kicking off this Gregorian calendar year with a precious, precious brew hex, an amazing witch in my life, Edgar Fabian Frias, has created a spectacular ceremony for us using hydromancy. If any of you have utilized hydromancy, I talk about it each and every week as we use moon-infused water for our witch's brew. This spell I found to be even more focused. I'll be honest with you, with the moon in Cancer like this Cancer moon that we're having today, I'm in my feelings so much. So I wore something that has ties on it so I can dry my eyes. I've been in tears on and off. I wasn't able to quiet my body into sleep until 2 a.m. I've just been so moon fueled. Lunar light has been just filling the cells of my body and sort of detoxifying and spilling out of my eyes in incredible gratitude. Normally, I'm not a real cryy witch, but I have been. So we'll see how this goes as I continue to feather my nest over here. So we'll be utilizing the planner today. And you know that we always like to begin with, of course, saying hello. And I'll take a peek and see how we're doing and who's here today. Pop on my glasses for that. Hi. Oh, I'm so happy to see you all here. Hi, Michelle. Good, thank you. I'm glad to hear that we can hear. Okay, good. Good, yes, happy full moon to all of you all. Hi, Jacqueline. Oh, and hello, hey girl, hey to Jackie, it's so great. Oh, I'm so glad you're saying hello. I keep very active daily on Instagram, and we're in the presence of so much greatness in this community here. And from time to time, I'm able to pull in the wisdom of others. And Jackie Reyes, that you'll see in the chat here, is incredible with the Chulita Vinyl Club, Santa Ana, and they created a mix on SoundCloud that I popped onto my stories yesterday. And it's an incredible mix of music. Go follow them on SoundCloud. The Chulita Vinyl Club is many, many chapters all over, I think, just the US. The Chulita Vinyl Club, Santa Ana, so amazing. They volunteered at the Tarot-thon for Migrant Justice that we created together. Just a little while ago in November, and they were spinning there, and Jackie's an incredible artist, an amazing, powerful healer, and a dear and precious sister friend, and that mix on SoundCloud is incredible, so you must pop over and enjoy that. Yes. Oh, I know, oddly crying too, like bursting into tears in so many ways. Hello, Michelle. Wow, I'm blown away that you're here and road tripping at the same time. Hello. Oh, and Bikes and Beakers. Nicole Bryant is here. Hello, sweetheart. We've got a wonderful CBD salve that they created for me too that we'll be using also to consecrate today, which I'm very excited about. And we'll dig right in just a second. All right. We say our hellos and we look at our chat, and we also, of course, strike a wooden match. And these pink beauties came from Jackie. Look how pretty that is. To alert our spirit guides that we're here, we're open, we're listening for the messages that we're ready to receive that are just for us and the collective. I think this community is growing in such a beautiful way that you're also hearing one another's wisdoms. Wisdom is growing and flowing through you for others, and I'm loving it. We like to extinguish flame consciously, cleanse the feet, and scry with our 2020 eye. Oh, this is for you. Thank you for being here. This is for the collective. And I think I might have a way of showing this candle here, back here by my moon-infused water. And then we light a very special second candle for all of you who believe in my magic and have chosen to subscribe. I keep this candle burning bright continuously on Fridays with special prayers and love and blessings for all of you subscribers. Hey, push the subscribe button, you get an extra candle. There you go. And we'll keep that energy glowing and flowing back here by our beautiful moon-infused water. And you can see we're utilizing this moon-infused water and this glorious quartz crystal. I don't know if you can see it clearly, but look at this beauty. Isn't that gorgeous? Love this. So thank you all for being here. We'll light some more candles as after our MoonTarot session, we'll jump right into our very, very special hydromancy spell. And in that spell, we will call in the four corners the sacred, beautiful directions and their corresponding elements. And we may even have a candle ceremony, depending on the time and the energy. We'll have to follow along and flow with that for all of the 13 moons of this calendar year. I want to let you know a very special announcement. Not only will I be going live on Fridays for our Mama Witch Power Hour, but I will also be going live for every one of the full moons. And so we got really lucky with this kickoff, and it's not just luck, it's magic. Magic is so real, more real than ever, with this very first full moon landing on Venus's day, landing here on our MoonTarot Friday, on our live stream Friday here for this growing coven. I'm going to fix the screen just a hair for everyone. How's that going, everyone? All right. Would also like to give you some other tips and tricks. Today, our brew, which is true, is an oat milk horchata, which I've been infusing by the light, the glorious light of our very waxed moon last night. This is an oat milk horchata, which I just absolutely love. So horchata is made with rice. It can be made with anything, but I love oat milk right now. It's something that my beautiful, exquisite daughter Bird has brought into my life. I crave oat milk now. And as I'm still healing from my prosthetic hip implant, I'm just craving the gorgeous grain oat right now. So cheers. I'll show you this oat milk horchata. I've got cinnamon on the top of it, and it's just so heavenly. Oh, yum, that is so good. Yay. So I'm trying to think of where I had an horchata recipe. Does anyone remember the old Sage Woman magazine? It was from Point Reyes, California, and I don't even know if it's still in publication. But part of my baby witch life back in the early 90s was I gifted myself a subscription to Sage Woman, and they had a fundraiser because we witches love our fundraisers because we're always just trying to cobble it together, right? And support one another. They had a cookbook, and I've got the Sage Woman cookbook, and they've got a fabulous moon-infused horchata recipe in there, and that just seemed so right, as some of the spell elements that shine through today are from Mexico, from the ancestral spaces where Edgar Fabian Frias ancestry line flows. And gosh, I wish so much that I had the ability to speak Spanish so I knew how to say some of the words in the spell, because there's an area, a space, a lineage, an ancestral lineage of magic and brew hex power that Edgar holds from a very specific kind of tribal space. And I'm not exactly sure how to say that. And also a wonderful, we'll look in the book together and maybe one of you can help with the pronunciation of that. But horchata just seemed the most right and beautiful drink for today. All right, my loves, we've struck our match and we've lit our candles, and let's just kind of jump in and see how everybody's doing. How's everybody doing for this beautiful Cancer moon? Everybody doing well and hanging tough? I'm sending you lots of love. We'll shuffle and we'll just kind of talk about how we're feeling. Full moons are for celebrating our gratitude. We're literally celebrating our ability to be grateful. Do you understand? It's not just saying, I'm grateful. That feels thin to me. It feels a little Karen, a little put on. Actually, celebrating our choice to be grateful is a very big deal. And we have the ability to do that every single month. Every time the moon is full, we can look at our life and we can really survey and choose our gratitude. Choose to flex that muscle in us that says, yes, I know there's suffering. I know there's healing needed. And I have a soft pillow to lay my head at night, and I have the love and hope in my heart, and you're able to identify where that's coming from. So we're going to take a little while to shuffle because I so love to cleanse. I had my cards out all night last night, and that's kind of wild and woolly. I've got a little water pond in my backyard, and we get a lot of creatures back there. That is a very fecund space. There's a lot that goes on out there when you put a little puddle of water in your backyard. So they were all intact today. I didn't leave them in anything. They were just literally setting out upon the grave where the bones lie of my beloved animal familiar that brought my family together. Her name was Bindi and is Bindi, and she lays next to the pond beneath the soil, and she has a very special grave marker, and that's where I moon infuse the water for atmosphere mist upon the gorgeous tombstone where she lies. And so there lies my Circle of Life tarot all through the night last night. I got so excited and the air was brisk last night that it kind of woke me up. And I was up till 2 last night, sort of intermittently shedding cleansing tears, connecting with music. I changed a couple of passwords. I don't know. I just got kind of into myself last night. So we'll take a little extra time to move these cards as they're freshly moon infused. If you have the ability to do some moon cleansing and moon infusing of tools tonight, is a fabulous night for that. I want you to know that there is a privilege to having a garden and my ability to put my things outside. Yes, I worry about raccoons and possums and different animals moving through the yard, and insects too, and the nectar of the flowers. You do have the moon flowing through you at all times. The moon, Luna, creates the tides of our body. We literally ebb and flow with that lunar light. So you don't have to have your tools in a special grand shrine. You can kind of put them near the nearest wall or windowsill where you know the moon will be passing by. So feel your ability for the moon to shine through you no matter what. There's a rebelliousness that you can harness if you don't have a grand shrine. There's a rebelliousness that you can take hold, and you just say, you know what? You know, damn it, I do have the moon flowing through me, and I know it's over here on this south wall. I'm putting all my tools against the south wall, and that glow will illuminate through the wall. All right. Okay, so just going to take a quick little peek and say hello, because I know there's more folks that have popped on, and it's so good to see everyone. Hi, Izzy. It's good to see you. Oh, Kate Bush, tears are deep tears. Hello, Temperance, my love. I'm so happy to see you. Mwah, mwah. Extra love. You know that each and every live, if Temperance doesn't reach us live, comes back and greets everyone very specially and holds special space for this coven. I feel Temperance is my teacher. So thank you for being here. See? Okay. We have been growing together, and it's moving me. These are happy tears of community. And I feel like the nectar of my body is flowing right now. And that's a bit of a binding spell, because I do believe that this work knits us together forever. So thank you, Temperance, for always giving us so much love. I'll try to go a little bit faster, but oh my goodness, you all, Edgar's here. No wonder I'm crying. You're so fabulous. Oh, thank you for being here. Everyone say hello to Edgar. And what we normally do at this time, after we've lit a candle to alert our spirit guides that we're here, we're open, we're listening, and we're ready to receive the messages that are meant for us. We also like to say where on this beautiful, wild earth we are. So if everyone wants to say hello, and if you have the privilege and the agency to state where you are on the earth, please do so now. I'm here behind the orange curtain in Orange County. They can't shake me. This is my hometown. I'm currently being reviewed by the police department and the city for this very coven space. And I've got so many wonderful folks that I've said hello to at the city and the police department this week, and they're just fascinated by our community. And there is no rules and regulations about what I can say and do. I have spiritual freedom, and I'm utilizing it to hold space for us. And that's us with a capital U. So thank you for being here. I'm excited to have members of the police force watching today. I'm excited to have the city in my town watching today. This is very exciting. I've been able to speak to them about my precious Cancerian friend, Sarah Faith Gottesdiener, that created the Many Moons Lunar Planner. I've been able to speak to them about the incredible Bruhex Edgar Edgar Fabian Frias and their amazing works. I've been able to speak to them about all of you that are here from Norway and Finland and the UK and up the street in Santa Ana and next door. Someone in my cul-de-sac is with us now. This is very special to be here. So thank you so much. We are gaining potency, and I enjoy that very much. So your presence is so special to me. Hello, Connecticut. Good to see you, Carolyn. I love this. Oh, and I'm so happy to see you, Holly, from the UK. Thank you. Wise Witch is here, and they've created a fabulous, hello, Sebastian, a fabulous IGTV over on Instagram, Wise Witch 33. And I'm excited to see where you're from, sweetie. Are you saying? Hi, Tracy from Pennsylvania. Oh, good. Oh, Michelle, you're here from Paris, California. That's where Edgar and I like to go to Desert Days each year, where there's an incredible community in the Mystic Bazaar inside of Desert Days. So that's always in October. Edgar created an incredible ceremony for us where we had psychic plant communication in Paris, California through Desert Days. And I'm just going to scroll real quick and say hello. I like seeing you Californians here. Oh, hello. I'm so happy to see you in Southern Ontario. I can't exactly see what your name is because it's a longer name that starts with a C. I'm just going to call you Sella, because I think that's beautiful. Oh, Temperance, you're in Liverpool. That's lovely. And Edgar's here from Tulsa, Oklahoma today. Wise Witch is Tennessee, USA. Lovely. Oh, and do I say your name Lonnie, here from New Zealand? Thank you so much. Oh, this is great. We'll just have a couple little quick hellos. I think that Izzy might be down, Fettle Witch might be down in San Diego. It's wonderful to see everyone. All right, my loves, let's get ready to rumble. We've got our wonderful Circle of Life tarot deck that is shuffled, as is tarot tradition. And I'd like you to see this, but I'm not going to get fussy with that. I like to break the deck into 3 with my left hand. I do feel like you can trust me. I'm going to do that upon our planner right here. And then stack the deck back into 1 with the faith and the knowledge and the wisdom that we are ready to receive these messages. We like to utilize birthdays to organize MoonTarot. There was a little question when I spoke with the city this week and the police department about astrology being legal or not upon this platform. And we were able to realize that we're speaking about folks' birthday, and I'm offering comfort and love and community here. Did you know that fortune telling is outlawed in my home? How interesting. Not worried about it one tiny bit. We're beginning with Aries. Aries, this is your moon tarot for the week, and this is your epic Cancerian eclipse. Fabulous hydromancy water eclipse moon tarot. It's a little special today, isn't it? Wow. You little scene stealer, Aries, my love, you've got the right tilted lovers card. The right tilted lovers card means that lovers are in action. Lovers are expressed and they're out. This is a time for you to very deeply name those 6 top kinks that keep you moving. What truly fires you up? This must be in real life and through your body. When I say kink, does that always mean sexual? Absolutely not. It's your choice. This is how you have to do that. You have to freak it out your way, Aries. You have to say the 6 things that make you feel that fire and that passion that moves through you. The way this 6 flows, and let's see if I can't, oh, come on, is this so beautiful? Propped up right here on our crystal. 6 is linked together, it's double 3. So really it is about communing with outside forces. And we know not to be fussy about what that means. Does that mean some sort of heteronormative expression of loverness? Absolutely not. You're naming those 6 kinks that you're calling in to celebrate through this lunar light tonight. All right, so Aries, keep it sexy. This is right tilted, so that's in action. When we see right tilts in my round tarot and the way that MoonTarot flows through me, giving me agency to speak my truth, that means that it's a little bit more the outer expression that's moving out of our body and taking shape in the world. So there we go. Aries, my love. Starting with a bang. I'm gonna need an aggressive sip of moon-infused horchata. So good. Taurus, my darlings. Wow. I guess it's just gonna be this way. This is the Magician card. I'll give you a close-up, so you're welcome to take a screen grab. The Magician straight up, Taurus, is saying, if you feel shy about how your body is, it's time for you to really take the mic and amplify your body as it is now. Be in the magic as it is now. Amplify that now. It isn't about the past or the hurts. Actually, you could utilize the past hurts as the gorgeous, glorious monument and the way that you sort of have been changed by those hurts. When I think of Bryce Canyon, I think about how water has eroded and created those grand and glorious monuments to time, to forces touching, to friction, to movement, to eras coming and going. So really, Taurus, amplify how you are in your ableness in your body now. Oh, love this. All right, so cute Geminis, are you ready? Does everybody know that Edgar's a Gemini? Let's go, Gemini. 5 of Pentacles. I feel very strongly about 5s. 5s are the 5-pointed star, and I'll give you the ability to screen grab that. There you go. There's your 5 of Pentacles. The 5 of Pentacles shows the ability to express from your heart to your hand to your altar. Our altar has 5 placements. They move north, east, south, west, and center to spirit. It's a spiral that moves inward and then oscillates outward. When we see pentacles, we see the north node upon our altar. We see our body, our abundance, our food, and our home. So really, kind of, this is a jamming card that says everything's kind of banging for Gemini right now. You've only to take it back to the center. You've only to bring it to your altar. There's no more doing needed. This is about you just communing and kind of just nourishing yourself with the gifts that you have now in the center of your spirit, in the center of your experience. Is that your home? Is that your pocketbook? Is that your food and your feast and your nourishment? Is that your true north of what you know? You're the belle of the ball right now. Wow, this is amazing. Okay, sweethearts, Cancer, this is a special time for you right now. And all of us, I'm going to have a little bit of my moon-infused water just to wet my whistle. Cancers are kind of all of us right now. When we celebrate full moons in specific zodiac signs, I feel like all of us get to be Cancer today. So let's just enjoy this next card for all of us. Okay, my darlings, this is the reversed 5 of Wands. What was once a conflict is now nourishing the soil as wisdom. This is the ability for you to keep the root system warm deep below the soil. This is all of our ability to ground and find that water table that was once sort of the firestorm at the surface, down below. If you're in North America, this is about sort of winter survival. You need to dig deep to the source of nourishment. And really, this is actively and aggressively laying your burdens down and sort of implanting them beneath the soil right now to rid your physical body of your suffering. This is a very active moment for all of us right now to lay those burdens down and inject them into the sort of sweetness of our true home, because we are of the earth, we shall return to the earth. So this is go deep, deep in the water table. It's time to really just trip out on the rules of the road. The rules of the road are, we are here now and we must worship life and death. It's both. It's winter. It's time to let those old burdens die. Oh, that was a lot, Cancer. The reversed 5 of Wands. All right, moving on to Leo, babes. 2 of Wands for Leos. Well, Leos, I don't know how you pull it off every single week for our Moon Tarot session, but once again, it's time for you to have fun. And this is one-on-one fun. So this is however you like to dance. Do you like to swing dance with a partner? Do you like to get a one-on-one reading or give a one-on-one reading? How is it you like to have one-on-one time? I see the sexuality and the sensuality of this. This is a very hot collaboration time right now for a one-on-one collab for Leos. So enjoy that. Oh, Leos get off so easy every week over here. Virgo, my darlings, you have a reversed Queen of Swords, reversed Queen of Swords. Make sure to speak up and use your voice. This is an important time for you to be seen and heard. You are such an expert at organizational skills. For some reason, you're just taking that back seat, and this is time for you to really take the front seat in a way that's queenly and maybe like not feeling like you have to burst out with your plumage, which takes a lot of energy. I don't think you need to be threatening in this. You need to just quietly find the way to take your leadership, which is very rooted in your wisdom. It's what you know. Remember, your wisdom is coming from a place for the greater good for the entire group. So when you take leadership, you're being very protective of others too. So this isn't about being a bossy boots. This is about you sort of helping. All right. Love that. All right, cuties, here's Libra. Libra, a 5 of Swords. So we had our reversed 5 of Wands. Now we have a reversed 5 of Swords. 2 really lovely folks in the community are the tarot lady, Teresa Reed, and Sarah Faith Gottesdiener. Teresa Reed has an amazing blog that's very, very active, that they have had Sarah Faith Gottesdiener on their program called, it's not Talking Tarot, it's Tarot Bites, because that's their podcast. And they talked about tough cards. And of course, the 5 of Swords is classically considered one of those tough cards. This shows challenges with contracts, challenges with communication, challenges with sharing, challenges with not feeling like you have to do all the work. That's over now. You can rest and you relax, because sort of when your muscles work so much, they got to recover. So this is recovery time from conflict, Libra. Okay? Love you. All right, here we go. Scorpio, you've got the right tilted King of Swords, right tilted King of Swords. So now we've had the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords show up. This is time to have that little kind of sensuous trans mask feeling coming through right now for you, Scorp. It's time for you to sort of be in your knowledge and your swagger just a little bit. I think it's time for you to sort of toot your own horn in a happy way, as long as you're not tearing anyone else down to do that, okay? Feel so good about what you're creating right now, Scorpio, as long as it's in right alignment, that it is for the greater good. Okay, sweetie. So if you're doing it just to show off, it's not a good enough reason. Go back to your why, Scorpio. Why are you doing it? It's that because of your communication is so important right now. Know that you're a fabulous helper. We see you, we love you, and it's a really, really good time for you to flex. Do it. Get that swagger going. All right. So we're moving on to Sagittarius, which now has the Moon card reversed. The Moon card reversed. We haven't had the Moon card in a while, have we, in our Moon Tarot session? So sweet, Sag, you've got this moony disposition right now. Maybe it kind of feels like things aren't fair for you right now with that reversal inside of this Moon card. It's time for you to really double down on identifying your intuition. You have to go really deeply into knowing if this is authentically your intuition or if you're being influenced from the outside. Let's make darn sure that we're kind of making sure that it's not someone else's ideas that are coming to the front right now, that you've sifted through and you authentically know this is your time, this is your energy, this is your intuition. Okay, honey, it takes time. Don't be afraid to take that time for you. You're not going to miss out on anything, Sag, okay? Take a night in. All right, Capricorn, awesome. Just love it. Here's the Hierophant card. The Hierophant card is right tilted. So Cappy, you just are so friggin' good at life. And this is a teacher card. And I was so lucky that I got to participate in the Arcana Brick Road. The wonderful Freedom at Sacred Mirrors handed me the tarot torch, and I was able to share with folks the Hierophant as they were sort of speaking to me right then and there. And that was wild because that was just a few days after my hip replacement. So that was a big moment for me. I was tuckered out after that. The Hierophant, I was able to look at the etymology of that word. I just love language and I love words so much. The Hierophant in this right tilted position is very much actively sharing. Hiero means sacred and Phaninus means resharing. So you have this sacred text that you're able to translate, the sacred knowledge that you're able to share. And it's your time, Cappy. The best thing to do, especially if you're having any frustration, which it doesn't look like it at all to me right now, is to sort of give yourself that advice that you wish others would take. That's the most important thing for you to do right now. It'll lead to a lot less frustration, okay? So be your own best teacher by being a super great student to the knowledge that you have. Okay, awesome. Aquarius, here we go, babe. So this is the reversed justice card. This is the 8. This is the reversed justice card. So Aquarius, I mean, you've been spending tons and tons of time with other people, and you really need your own time to recharge your batteries. This is the time. Otherwise, it's just nothing's going to feel quite right unless you're able to have your own time to trip out. Do you have a forest you can get to? Get there now. Because we'll be enacting a hydromancy spell in just a few minutes, you must do this now. Get by a body of water that can speak to you. Begin by just simply letting the moisture in the air near this body of water touch your flesh. Remember that your flesh is the largest organ of your body and communicates. It really kind of is your nervous system, isn't it? So let that body of water enter your animal body through the flesh, right? and start to communicate to you and share with you how you are water and water is you. And then listen to the water. And then sort of taste the water by swallowing. Let's all swallow together now. I love in coven spaces for folks to swallow at the same time. I just love that. So Aquarius, you need to get yourself fascinated in a natural setting double quick, or else nothing's going to feel right now. Okay, honeys. And now Pisces, my darling loves, the Fool, also reversed. Oh my goodness, look at this. I mean, nobody's going to have fun for you, Pisces. You have to have your own fun. I know you're very sensitive, and I know that an area can feel so cold that you just want to pile on the blankies and create that warmth that you need. And if that's what makes you feel like you're having the most fun, do it. But this is a very specific invitation, Pisces, to have the fun that you like. And if that means you're a solo operation for a moment, then be a solo operation for a moment. I'm kind of in a space right now where I'm not exactly sure what I'm allowed to say here on YouTube, but if I say self-pleasure, does everyone, or do you have the ability to understand what I mean without using a technical term? Pisces, you need a lot of self-pleasure right now. It's free. It's exactly the touch that you like. And it's 100% what the doctor ordered right now. There you go, honeys. Love you and have fun. Freak in the sheets. That's for you right now, Pisces. Okay. Lovely. Now we'll do a little Q&A, and I always put these at the bottom of the deck. I'm not going to reshuffle for our Q&A, okay, honeys? We'll take a quick little peek and see what folks need right now. If Edgar's still here and they would like a card, I would be ever so happy to pull a card for Edgar because they've given us so much. And we're so grateful. Nee is here, who created the Arcana Brick Road. Thank you for being here, Nee. Oh, the Immaterial Garden. And they're over here on YouTube as well. Very active on Instagram and YouTube. You're amazing, Nee, at the Primordial Flowers Tarot, the Immaterial Garden. I love that mouthful. Okay. So it looks like Carolyn says here that you've been dizzy for a week. Please, do you have any insight for you? Yes, we'll go first with you. And then Alyssa is here. And you're very cute to call me by my middle name, Mary. Says, hi, Mary. It's nice to see you again. You're open to any messages. So Alyssa, I'm Angela Mary. I love you calling me Mary. I'll answer to that. I just want to let you know you're the second one. And then Holly is saying, oh, Angela Mary, is it the right time for you to send your pitch for a new job to a company? You're so nervous. I immediately thought yes, and we will also check in with MoonTarot, which is so fun. And you need some clarity for emotional confusion. I know, Alyssa, I'm so spicy. Okay, so who was going first? Was that Carolyn? Insight for you, coming right up, darling love. I'm going to take a nice big drink of our moon-infused horchata. All right, darling love. So the Knight of Wands, you definitely need helpers. That's what I say. And this is like really, really solidly needs to happen. So it's time for you to brainstorm the helpers that you need to call in, because knights are helpers. This is the Knight of Wands, and wands are fire. It's time for you to truly, truly seek helpers. And I love full moons for that kind of manifestation spell, like life delight me is the kinds of things I like to say in my manifesting spells. Something that's like in the realm of gratitude, like life I know and nature I know that you're supporting me and I'm open to helpers. So that's what the wisdom that's coming through for you is. You need to ask for helpers, and you need to be kind of in the fire of your belly. It needs to be a little bit more obvious that you're asking for helpers. Okay, sweetie? Good one. All right. Now, I don't have my sweetheart bird here this week because she's back in school. So I'm just going to take a quick little peek here, really, really quick, and see what Alyssa's saying here. Any message to Alyssa? Here we go, baby. Oh, lovely. This is the Six of Cups. This looks very much to me like a Cancer eclipse card. Look how gorgeous this artwork is. I just love art and poetry and music so much right now. I love art spells so much right now. This is left tilted, this Six of Cups. So the message is you need to have more dreamy time. You need to actually have more actual vessels around you. If there's any way that you edit yourself, like if you're out with friends or with lovers and you think to yourself, gosh, I don't know if I want to get like apple juice or coffee or water, get all the things. Get like 4 drinks and get no food. Like, you really need to have more vessels around to delight you and bring nourishment into your body right now, because there's a little bit of a lack of delight. So this is a call for you to delight yourself more on the inside. Do little tiny things right now that delight you and make you feel like you are your own biggest fan, that you're loving yourself best and first. Isn't that a gorgeous card? Love that. I hope that helps, Alyssa. Okay, I'm going to take a quick little peek too to see where we're at, because sometimes the little chat jumps. Okay, good. Hi, Louise. It's good to see you. Let your hair down, Louise. Do it. Okay, so you're all so good at keeping track of things. I just want to make sure that I'm where I need to be. I know we just took care of Alyssa. I want to make sure that we're really good at this. It jumped a lot. Oh, you're so welcome, Edgar. Yes, I know. So we're going to do Edgar's 5-card spread and light a candle for each one as a way of saying thank you, Edgar, for creating our spell work for us today. Okay, sweeties, I'm going to make sure that I got that just in the right order, because we took care of Alyssa and Carolyn. Oh, thank you, Nee. You're a gift, sweetheart. Okay, so I'm going to look at this G. So it's GWIL, being a Gemini, but I know I got that out of order. So I really want to scroll up just for a quick second here. Oh, yes. Okay. We're back at Holly, who says they want to send in a pitch for a new job or a company and you're nervous. But remember, I said right away, I was feeling a yes. It felt very yielding in my body. I was feeling a need for confidence, but I do want to check in with my Moon Tarot here. This 8 of Cups reversed is saying there's a delay. There's some kind of delay for some reason. And I want to make sure that you're emotionally keyed in with the right players at the company. It's time for you to be a little bit more sort of connected emotionally with the group. Do you have the ability to create emotional bonds with a group before your pitch? I would think that would be the wisest thing to do, but also don't delay too much. By the next full moon, please, please try to have your pitch done and dusted. You'll be so proud of yourself. And so create some emotional bonds as quick as you can with the players at that other company. Okay, sweetheart? Or even if it is your company that you're part of now, just be a little bit more kind of emotionally available and bonded and linked to others. Okay, dearest. I hope that helps you, sweetheart. And I want to make sure that I got all of that right. And so Lonnie was saying, I don't know if it's Lonnie or Lanny, was saying that they need some clarity for emotional confusion. And here we go, darling. The 7 of Wands is left tilted. I do feel like there's that crackle in your mind when really it needs to be a little bit more motion in your body. I would like to see your body moving, and the confusion will lift when you move your body. Now, I'm the least ablest person in the world. I'm one of those people that looks able and I'm disabled. I swear it doesn't matter if you're walking with a cane, people will kick your cane out to take cuts in front of you at line. You really need to advocate for yourself and finding the way that your body wants to be able. This is the left tilted 7 of Wands. There's confusion in your mind because your body's not exhausted enough in an animal way. So this is about you creating more movement in your body to alleviate confusion in your mind. Let's check back in once you get a routine of moving right after you eat. So that should be at least 3 times a day that you just simply move for 10 minutes after you eat. I mean, set a 7-minute timer right after you eat. And when the timer goes off, get up for 10 minutes and just move. Move in a way that delights you, honey. Okay, I hope that helps with your confusion. It will not hurt with your confusion, that is for sure. Okay, sweeties, let's see how we're doing here. I just want to take a quick little peek. I like your emojis today, everybody. Take a quick peek. Carolyn, you're so welcome, dearest. I see Louise needs some insight, and I just want to make sure that I got that right. And we got the emotional confusion for Lonnie. There we go. And so now we're going with being a Gemini. You find it hard to know what's the true intuition or what is influencing you. Any advice? Routine. Honestly, wake up, light one of these little teeny tiny tea lights so you know that you're going to care for yourself with intention in that moment. Write in your planner or write on any old scrap of paper, free writing, not dear diary or try to make sense. Don't, just dump, brain dump for a minute. Bathe yourself, hydrate yourself, snuff out your candle, live your life, and come back to the same routine before you sleep. I think routine is going to help you the most with identifying what your intuition is. Because right now I feel like the margins are just too tight. It's like there isn't that like separation between the part of you that gives to others, the part of you that's taking care of like the nuts and bolts, like doing your laundry and feeding yourself, and then listening to yourself and doing your spiritual work. Okay, honey? If you create some ceremony with yourself by lighting a candle when you wake up and doing a small routine for yourself, and then snuffing it out, going on with your day, coming back, lighting the same candle at night, and having your spiritual practice where you truly put on a beautiful long song. On my Instagram right now for my good morning, I've played a song by Grouper, and I just found out today that that's a person named Liz. It's a one-person band named Grouper. They have the most gorgeous spiritual music, and they're kind of longer songs. Edgar's got some beautiful music right now. I'm just putting the final touches on a Spotify playlist. I'll put some of Edgar's music on there. I'll put some of Grouper's music on there, but play a 13-minute chunk of music and free write some more. Or just relax, lie on your back with your palms up if your body is able, and let yourself be doing just that. There's nothing to do. Just relax all of the flesh and let it join spaces with your bedding, however that looks, okay? With intention. So if you need to pop those headphones on or those little earbuds in to listen to 13 minutes of music at night by the light of that candle, do that. So give yourself those margins. And I hope that helps you, sweetie. But here's your, did I already pull the Moon Tarot for that? Yes, I did. That was the 7 of Wands. So here's the next one. And Crystalline Collective says, you're doing a ritual alongside any tips for finding one's independence and manifesting through to a new chapter of your life. So your Moon Tarot is here, and this is another knight. This is the right tilted Knight of Cups. The right tilted Knight of Cups is about you sharing feasts with folks that are like-minded. So this is time for you to get a little coffee date going. You'll see in the chat that Michelle Yates is here. They just started a coven that's on Instagram, and it's called Cafe Coven RI, and that stands for Rhode Island. There's no reason why you can't start your own little coffee clatch coven that just meets on the moon cycle, somewhere to wet your whistle and talk about spiritual, loving things that you enjoy. You could get together and watch one of my live streams and just have fun getting to know tarot a little bit more. This is about you sharing feasts with folks, hydrating, having a cup of coffee or a glass of a favorite drink together, and just share time, okay? Creating space for people to be, spiritual beings together in their animal form. Do you know what I'm saying? I hope that helps you, dearest. I think I'll take a few more here. I see a hand really quick. Oh, Edgar, you're such a sweetheart. Yes, routine has completely changed your life. This is from Edgar to the collective. And as a Gemini, you always have 1,000 directions you want to go. I know Geminis are like, I try my hardest not to play favorites, but my bestie's a Gemini and my precious bird is a Gemini, and I'm a Gemini moon. And I just love that Gemini energy because it's like, if we could choose not to sleep, we probably would. So we could just keep going and just keep it. I mean, we're like so clutch at a rave. It's not even funny. There just is no stopping of dancing. I wasn't disabled before. I gave myself a disability from use. How hot is that? I have been that person I've loved. I have danced in Los Angeles at a place called the Helms Bakery Building. It's over there in the Culver City area, and they have the Gabriel Roth 5 Rhythms. And Edgar and I have someone in common that created the Mystic Bazaar at Desert Days, and they are Madre Jaguar over on Instagram. And they do something that's kind of similar to the Gabriel Roth 5 Rhythms, where you dance the shapes of what feels to me like the altar, the bones of the earth, the air fairies of the east, that passion and fire of the south, and the deep emotions and oceans of the west and water, and then that trueness of your own voice and your grand and mysterious ancestral voice, which is spirit in the center. If you've ever got a chance to dance with Madre Jaguar, and I don't know where this is coming from or if they're on the live or something, but how wonderful would it be if they had an offering that was the ability to tune into their dance modality, so you could be in the comfort of your coven or your home and still do the fabulous dance space that Madre Jaguar creates. I digress. I gave myself hip dysplasia from dancing so hard and so long, and then being a hairdresser, standing on my feet 7 days a week. And be as a salon owner, that's what I did. Yeah, I've got that Gemini vibe where I don't want to stop. I just love when the party keeps going in movement in the body. Okay, sweethearts. Am I at Noel right now, cutie pies? You're so welcome. Okay, so conscious intuitive community, are you saying yes that you would like your own special card, dearest? You're all so polite. I'm so touched and moved. I would like to move on to our spell very quickly, but I'm seeing here that maybe the person's name is Andy, has a question about their finances. Is that what's going on? And Ollie might have a question. And so, sweetheart, Izzy Fettelwich says, you always feel like you need the messages for the other beautiful souls here. Good, good. Okay, so Ollie, I'm going to look at this. You've had quite a stressful start to the year. A lot of us have, dearest, and it began to affect your health. What else should you be doing to protect your energy? So energy protection for Ollie, this is the 9 of Pentacles. I mean, I'm just going to let it flow. Routine, routine, routine. When we look at nines, it's that witch's read of 3 times 3 times 3. At least that's what I think of it as. Whatever I give to you comes back to thee 3 times 3 times 3. Does that make sense? So really, like, if you're just only giving to others and not allowing yourself to receive, this is not a great reflection. The great reflection is where you sort of have time and space to give and receive. So you got to have routine where you receive. You're depleted. This is just a tired body. If this 9 of Swords was upright, I would think maybe you were going through a breakup or something really major. But actually, you're bringing this on yourself, honey bunny. It's time for you to just have more of a routine of receiving. Okay, honey? No resentments. Just a time for you to make the space to accept what others are offering you, or accept to take the time and space to give it to yourself. And I hope that helps you, dearest. I know what it was. It was ancient Timmy, maybe. You need some insight on job financial situation. And this may be the last 1 or 2 that we have here, my loves. Financial situation, you've got the 3 of Cups. Really great ideas are flowing right now. And it's great ideas are flowing in your group. I mean, when we see a cup like this, maybe it just means that you just need sort of a little bit more time to be happy for what you've already created. If there's someone not pulling their weight in the group, it's time for you to recognize that. I mean, this is a beautiful card. So if you're looking for a really great card for financial wisdom, this is it. So in other words, just go, like, do it. Maybe you're waiting for something that's kind of on the colonial side, like some masterful person to come in and say, now is the time. Actually, now is the time, because we're in it. This is the moment. And you know, Edgar's great at talking about failing is a beautiful thing, and that you must do this. It's really important. There's somebody that I adore over on Instagram called Josie Reck, and Reck is spelled with a W-R-E-C-K. And they were a main founder of the rock and roll camp for girls and non-binary youth in Orange County. And they had a chant with the kids that emerged. I just so happened to have my phone on filming at rock camp because I volunteered every year, and Bird was a drummer there too and a bass player there. They had a chant for the youth that said, make mistakes, it's okay. Make mistakes, it's okay. And if Edgar's still here, Edgar, if you could please repeat what you said in the chat on your Instagram today, which is a beautiful spell. That was, your success is my success. Will you please help me with your ascension chant that you had? I just think that you need to just do it. I will tell you that right now, Timmy, if that's what it is, ancient Timmy. You need to just do it. Launch it. Just go. Get that vessel on the water and just go. Get the journey started. Okay, honey? So I'm going to look and see if there's another. Edgar says you're especially having sacred practices like yoga, meditation, making yummy plant-based food, and ceremony. Thank you so much. And Edgar, is that 5 things? Yoga, meditation, plant-based food, and ceremony? Absolutely. Thank you so much. Oh, Temperance, I'm so glad you're chatting with Edgar. They're lovely together. Okay, so Edgar's come back on. Failure is fun. And it says, and this is our incantation for our spell today. So please write this down if you have the ability to do that. Your success is my success. We ascend together. Your success is my success. We ascend together. Your success is my success. We ascend together. Oh. It's a beautiful post today. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, good. Okay, my darling loves. Okay, let us get ourselves together for our spell enactment. We've got our moon-infused water. We've got our glorious quartz crystal, which has been in my family's life. We went to the gem show, and that was one of the main things that we liked to do with our little babies over at the Orange County Fairgrounds here where I live behind the orange curtain. And we didn't buy things there. That was like a day at the park for us. The kids were in a double stroller. They were very young babies. I had 2 in diapers for a year together at the same time. It was intense and so worth it and so awesome. I look back fondly, but ooh, at the time, it was like, wow, we all smelled exactly alike, just kind of like the barn a little tiny bit. At the end of the day, we had to get both kids' diapers changed together, and we came out and everybody was packing up to leave the gem fair. And there was sort of one of those yummy rock hound type of folks that maybe they don't care if they have all of their teeth and they look like they're returning to the earth. Have you ever met rock hound people that look like they're returning to the earth or just climbing out of the earth? They're just so in love with the earth. And they were giving this away. They said it wasn't a very good specimen because it was broken, they said. So this has been in our life for about, 12 or 13 years. And it's very raw. You can see that it maybe isn't like considered perfect, but it's perfect for us. And it was one of those things where they practically gave it to us. And I had to carry both the kids. And then this was in the stroller because it's really heavy and large. So this is a very special specimen. I'll post on my stories. I'll grab something out of the archive of my Instagram stories where you can see us cleansing this down at the sea. And Boone and I are taking that down to the sea tonight for another ritual cleansing. So we will be doing our hydromancy spell with our moon-infused water and this quartz crystal. So I also have on my quartz crystal necklace that I wear all the time that came from a dear, precious, beloved ex who made this, I think, like maybe a decade ago. So it's one of those special things, and I just love that quartz crystal plays so prominently in our spell. And I had a moment where I went on Google and I asked Google to tell me the pronunciation of the gorgeous ancestral lineage that you're from, Edgar, and I had the correct pronunciation, which is so important, and I'm just like don't want to choke and not say it correctly. So we might have to Google it with my little Apple device in just a minute so we can all hear together in this glorious, potent, and semi-controversial little coven space that's being investigated by the city and the police department. I just love that. I kind of have a picture in my mind right now, kind of like that Drew Barrymore movie, Never Been Kissed, where she had to be undercover at high school. And then it became like the top show that they would watch together back at the newspaper where she was undercover, that everybody watched together. In my dreams, the Huntington Beach Police Department all right now is saying, did she do Sagittarius yet? Oh, are they on Edgar's spell yet? I'm seriously telling you that I know that what's happened with my neighbor calling, the authorities about my YouTube channel, it's just making it grow in strength, and I'm open to that. So more of the circle wants to be seen. We are creating a scene. So I'm loving it. So this is the Many Moons Lunar Planner, which I have worshipped all of the Many Moons workbooks that have changed my life fully and completely. And It might feel like it's like fancy town. That's why I try to move this around my house each week, so you're able to see the realness that when things kick on or there's disturbances in my home or my family walks through, I like you to hear it because it's important that you know when I state the hashtag working class witch, it's because I need you to see me in the realness of myself, in the workaday suburban momness of my mama witchness. And I'm saying that for a reason, because the way that I know Sarah and the way that they took a big chance on me as a contributor to the planner is simply by communing with them with gratitude and love. I simply slid into their DMs. Many of you, I slide into your DMs. I have to go by feeling at this age and stage of being 54. I've just got no time to waste. I know and love Sarah as a very precious friend simply because I admire and adore their work. And now being kind of braided in the sacredness of the work with you, Edgar, and so many folks that are appreciators of witchcraft and are coveners of mine from my previous moon coven that have their own really quite fabulous lives on their own. Know that you are so important, and without you, this work doesn't exist. And so I'm really happy that we're kicking off this spell together. I find it just massively, incredibly special that this first full moon eclipse is here. I'll give you a word on eclipses from this witch's perspective. I think of eclipses like blinks. I think of it as a moon blink, that there's that incredible, spectacular gaze. And when we have this wink or blink that suddenly not disrupts, but is seen, we're able to create that nectar moisture that gives us even more clarity and vision. So right now is a time for you to create your spell intention. Right now, think about it. What is your intention here today? What is it that you're working into the world right now? And I will share with you my gargantuan spell to weave and co-create a world where all are sheltered, fed, and have agency within their experience. And I will not rest until it is so. Because if all of us aren't free, none of us are free. In the immediate, that looks like monetizing on YouTube so I may remain healthy and strong and able to be the body for the work as it wants to flow into the world. So I think that I'm 900 hours of the 4,000 hours that are required to monetize. I've got it down to triple digits. So I'm thinking that I'm maybe 3 weeks away from monetizing. And I'm being very clear with you because this is how I work these spells. You can see my spells coming from miles away. I was hanging out with Edgar and their precious and super, super adorable love, Thaddeus. And I said that to Thaddeus, you can see my spells coming from miles away. I'm not trying to keep any secrets here, folks. This is about stating very clearly what my intention is in this space. Does that mean that I'm an open book and I tell everybody everything? That's not true. I take the confidentiality aspects of the witchcraft that I create with others very seriously. I got lots of secrets. That's why I smile when people want to call the cops on me or the city on me, because you know, in many cases, their partner slinks to me by the cover of darkness, needing some witchcraft advisement. And so I can't judge. They're on their journey, you know? They're on their journey and they're helping me with mine. They're my teachers. So we'll be utilizing the fabulous Many Moons Lunar Planner. I've created a giveaway that's tomorrow kicking off on Instagram. And in this giveaway is one of the original Many Moons Lunar Planners of 2020, because now it's a little bit different because they're print on demand. And I am celebrating the work of folks that I've had the opportunity to work with this year. And there are 3 things in this giveaway, and I love them so much. It's a brand new Many Moons Lunar Planner 2020. It's our beautiful Loon Innates book that's called Crystal Intentions, which is fabulous. And you all, the wonderful Jericho has created this daily oracle book, which utilizes hydromancy. And we will be utilizing this as our oracle for Edgar's spell in just a moment. And that'll be part of my giveaway that kicks off tomorrow. So how do you like them apples? Pretty yummy, right? All right, so I have my copy of Jericho's book because that's the brand new one. And I'm grabbing my copy of Jericho's book. I'm holding space for everything going on because Jericho, I believe, is from Australia, and I was able to work with them at BeautyCon last year. I adore them. They do a weekly IGTV tarot pull from their deck called Neo Tarot. They worked in the fabulous Grace Duong's tarot bubble that they created for BeautyCon, and I really kind of begged my way into that gig. I so wanted to be at BeautyCon, and Grace was just awesome and hired me, and Jericho and I worked in the tarot bubble. I worked right after Jericho, and so I've fallen in love with them. They're an amazing person, and this is a brand new book of theirs, and we'll be utilizing bibliomancy inside of the hydromancy of Edgar's spell, and this is part of our giveaway. Gonna wet my whistle and see how everybody's doing. Sometimes I'm able to have the ability to mark time. I don't believe that time is real, but I try to stay a little bit aware if anybody has anything that they need to do in their muggle animal world. How's everyone doing right now, my loves? Good. Oh, you all are so precious. You're having fun together. I love seeing that. This is like a divine and delicious sleepover. Yes, Temperance, Miss Loon's book. Oh, thank you for wishing everyone well and good luck. Okay, that's great. So if everybody can just behave or run to the loo if they need to, I'm going to get something very special to show you. It's Edgar's beautiful, gorgeous potion called Rainbow Transmissions, and I'm going to utilize that as a way of dropping into the spell, and it's just over here. Please be good while I'm gone. It takes me a minute to walk because I'm getting this new hip up and running. I'm in my track pants underneath my dress. So I just have to do my little shimmy shake to get that hip moving before I walk. I'll be right back. Oh, this is so special. Oh, I said it wrong. It's Rainbow Visions. I was thinking about Rainbow Transmissions, Edgar, because we had such a wonderful time in downtown LA. This is the gorgeous, beautiful Rainbow Transmissions. There's band practice and there's dolphin songs. There's so many wonderful essences in here. I could be wrong, but I'm going to just read it right to you. This contains the essence from chamomile, eucalyptus, rue, datura. I love datura, chickweed, yucca, dolphin, yodel, quartz crystal. Yay, thank you. A yes goddess. This is wonderful. Band practice, fabulous. And ceremonies in both Los Angeles and Tulsa, Oklahoma. made under the new moon on September 28th, 2019. Oh, Edgar, this just is, if there is any way to show you that I'm so grateful. Edgar is so amazing. I met them in real life after falling in love with them on our magical web at their solo show at the Vincent Price Museum here in Los Angeles, California. They had a show that was called Perpetual Flowering, and it was a show like I've never seen before, an art show that you walked in and it was lit heavenly divine with all these colors of the rainbow and a very, I'll just state it, my kind of feeling. It was very much like 80s gay clubs that we were able to be in as wild artists and punk rock kids. The lighting was so beautiful, and you walked up to a table and there was a gorgeous flower essence that was made also from Seiwan O, a collaboration with Seiwan O and Edgar. And it was a spell that you walked into by taking the essence and being surrounded with all the artwork. And then there was different areas where you could watch videos of artists that were speaking to their child self. Cancer got me like, and my teenagers were with me too, and they were able to they're kind of on the brink of really becoming right now. They're in 8th grade and 9th grade, and this was last spring, I believe, and they were picturing their life becoming true teenagers and able to listen to folks speak to their teenage selves. So they regularly speak to themselves now. They feel blessed with that ableness from you, Edgar. So thank you. So here we go. Dolphin, Yodel, band practice, Datura, thank you. Goddess. Oh, just a stunning blend. It's there's this nectar quality, but it's also very, it reminds me of bread where it's swelling in my mouth. It's just absolutely divine. Thank you, Edgar. And we'll let this rest upon this sort of almost found quartz crystal. Thank you, Edgar. How special this is. I would like to share Edgar's exact words, and I believe I'll utilize Google to tell us the pronunciation of Edgar's ancestral background, because it's so important to be heard and seen. So I will just be Googling this word really quick so we can hear it in the correct timing. And I know you know what I'm talking about, Edgar. Okay, so here we are. Wixarika. Pronounce. Oh, this is wonderful. Let's see if we can do this. Okay. This is interesting. This says here, sweetheart, that it's from northern Jalisco, Mexico. And it's a very special space and language. How special is this? So now I'll read Edgar's words and then we'll listen to Google pronounce this because I'd like you to hear it live. Our spell is called Collaborating with the Moon for a grounded and inspired 2020 January full moon lunar eclipse by Edgar Fabian Frias. This is amazing. January's full moon is known as the wolf moon because in parts of North America, hungry wolves howl at the moon during this time of year. As these stories suggest, this can be a challenging time for us and for animals, plants, and ecosystems. This is a time to get rooted into what's important. Cast spells in collaboration with the moon. and to ask for guidance as we step into this year. I am a descendant of the, I think it says Rika, but we're going to find out together right now. Oh, Edgar has something to say. Oh, yes. Yes. Yeah, that was an amazing show, sweetie. So I want to make sure that I'm going to say this correctly. Are we ready, my darling loves? Here we go. And I'll put it over here. My microphone's over here. Wikarika. I love this word, Wikarika. Do you see that spelling? Wikarika. How beautiful is that? So Edgar says, I am a descendant of the Wikarika in Mexico. For us, the moon deity is known as the Tate Arenaka. They are the great void. They are various stories in the Wikarika tradition of Tate Arianaka, ruling over water and using it to help out people and animals in times of great need. For the Wikarika, one of the most powerful ways of casting spells is by turning to the moon and the sacred directions. The full moon occurs on January 10th. Hala. It's a powerful portal that falls in the watery sign of Cancer, which is also ruled by the moon. Cancer influences various organs, including the stomach, lymphatic system, reproductive organs, mucous membranes, that's what I call the nectar, and our chests. These systems are water dependent and benefit from movement and flow. There will also be a penumbral lunar eclipse at 11:10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, meaning that this full moon in Cancer is moving through the Earth's penumbra or partial shadow. Penumbral eclipses help us integrate and transcend past traumas and intergenerational karmic cycles. Uranus also stations direct in the sign of Taurus on January 10th. Uranus rules over the higher mind that governs over us and helps organize our individual and collective lives. There's been a ton of energy building up since Uranus last went retrograde in August 11th, 2019. This shift in direction will bring about an eruption of energies. Accept big wake-up calls, moments of insight, and changes in ways of perceiving and existing. Stay open to the guidance of the universe that the universe brings you. Allow yourself to be flexible and fluid in your responses. Explore altered states of consciousness, mindfulness, play, movement, or other forms of spiritual and somatic practices. This spell is inspired by water and its ability to both dissolve strong elements like rock, earth, and fire, as well as sustain life on earth. Water is mutable, flexible, adaptive, and persistent. It holds memory and has structure. Water's structure allows it to work together as a unified system. So the suggested ingredients are quartz crystal, a bowl of water, a white candle, and it says here these will act as mediums to hold your intention. Citrus, geranium, ylang ylang, cypress, eucalyptus, or frankincense essential oils. These are optional and can be placed on your body, in the water bowl, or in a diffuser. They support the above-mentioned organs and systems. A tarot deck or other forms of divination. Our divination is Precious Jericho's brand new book. And there's the suggested spell. So it says here, Edgar says, start by clearing and opening up a sacred space. Cast a circle. Acknowledge the directions, however feels right to you. Invite in your guides, ancestors, or other forms of support. And we'll do that now, okay? And then we'll begin with the divining aspects of that as well. So get yourself comfortable for this next space. We have our candles for the directions. We have our moon water that we will have handy here, that I am truly going to bathe this crystal in direct contact with each turn with our enactment. Oh, what fun. Don't we love our witchcraft? We begin only because I say so in this space, but all witches cast their spells as they see fit and have the agency to change how they see fit. We will begin with connecting with our breath. And in the interest of time and for the sake of brevity, we will take one big cleansing breath together in through our nose. Release through your open lips, say, Ma. Touch your heart down to your belly, through to your legs, and relax your shoulders. We will begin by connecting with the direction of north, which is earth. And I'm bringing my special pink matches over to me too right now so we can have everything handy and available. North, earth, home. We honor and treasure you. And we do that by loving our physical form, wild and free. North, earth. Say it with me. Be here now. So beautiful. I love a lot of margins when calling in the corners. We turn now to the east, the sacred element of air, the breath of life. Poetry, music, art, the internet, our psychic abilities. East, air. Say it with me now. Be here now. Oh, we need a little bit more air. I'm going to lighting that right off of our north candle. Must mean the winds of change are blowing, and I am open to that. Small little air flame. Now we turn to the south. Fire, passion, our sensuous choices, our sexual sovereignty, our asexuality, our radical transness, our queerness, our wildness. South, fire. Little babies need some extra love today, don't they? One just wants to be lit off the next. South fire, be here now. Beautiful. Now we turn to the west. Water, our oceans of emotions, our ability to feel and express and connect, our radical sacredness, the space that we had the will to crawl from, to burst from, to enter into, and to protect. West, water, be here now. Oh, we're just having all kinds of little wild things with these Jackie matches, aren't we? There we go. Ooh. And finally, spirit of life, Gaia, Goddess, the great mystery. You are us and we are you. Great mysterious, sacred life, spirit. We implore thee, be here now. Beautiful. Right in the center. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, everybody comfy? Good, because we are now between worlds. We have the ability now to ride that slipstream and move our spell intentions deeper into the world and pull our magic back to us. We're communing now, we are safe, and we are inside the circle. We are the portal. We move through the sacredness of this glorious spell that we cast in perfect love and perfect trust for the greater good. Edgar encourages us to place quartz crystal in our hand or in a bowl with water. Anoint with essential oils. Take in the scent and introduce yourself to the plant spirit. Ask for his support in this ceremony. Make an offering, even if it's energetic, and I know Edgar sincerely means that. We make this offering to the plant for its support. So we have our gorgeous and glorious Rainbow Vision Potion that will be working in concert with my Atmosphere Mist, Resist Mist, which has a black lava bead within. And this is very specifically for protection, which is so important. And we will spray our quartz crystal. This has the medieval mix of rosemary and thyme, and has vanilla and lemon. It's as close to aroma neutral as I could get to. I just wanted that essence of sweet earth. I have a lot of clients that are HSPs that have the disability of highly sensitive persons, and I love Resist Mist for them. And I'm taking this time now to communicate with this quartz crystal, and massaging in the nectars of my body and the works of my body and the works of Edgar through the world, communicating with you all, holding space for your spell intention. Thank you, sacred rosemary. And thank you, sacred frankincense, which we'll use in just a moment. And thank you, dolphin and datura and rue and band practice. Ah, what a gorgeous and glorious moment. And thank you, all of you, for your presence. Take a breath. Turn your attention inward. Focus on the sensation of the air as it moves through your nostrils and mouth. Gently let your awareness touch your heart. Notice what comes up. Breathe in through your nose. Release from your belly, say ma. Let us enjoy another deep breath in through our nose. And release through our open lips, say ma. What do you notice? Have no attachment to this either. Notice it and release it into our beautiful space behind the veils. Be your biggest fan. Be your favorite toy. Be your own wonderment. And now place somewhere in your brain what you notice. Ask yourself, what is organizing in my life? What values, intentions, inheritances, and priorities do I hold that guide how my everyday unfolds? What do I want to guide my life? How does this guidance shape my life and give it structure? Feel free to write anything that comes up. I do this part of the spell all the time. These are my magic wands. This is my stylo, and this is the page. And I write myself messages all the time. Take your hand in your other hand if you have the privilege and write yourself a love note now. We'll do that together. It can be in the form of sigils. It can be in the form of kisses. Take very good care to mark yourself with what you know now. Thank you for that invitation, Edgar. Now we turn towards the tarot or other form of divination. We can scry, says Edgar, meditation, drawing, movement, for guidance and support. Create a potent portal and tarot spread with the directions and elements. Use the sacred energies from this reading to charge your bowl and or quartz crystal and etheric bodies. We will pull a card, or in Jericho's case, we will open to one of their pages in their divination book that's Daily Oracle. And I love the idea of the city officials and the police seeing how beautiful this non-fortune telling, gorgeous, powerful wisdom and comfort is. Isn't this beautiful? I just love the magical works that are flowing through the collective right now. Look at the little precious golden planets and stars bursting forth from this book, and how sexy are these black pages. So we will use this as our divining tool. This is a reading for the collective, special to those that are alive and special to those that will consume this later, and special to those whose job it is to try to colonize this space. I bless you and I thank you for your presence. And this is for you. North, Earth, ancestors, intergenerational energies, inheritances, your physical body, health, stability, foundation, home, financial world, and feeling of safety and stability. This is our reading for North, Earth. Jericho says to take a moment and just feel the binding of the pages before we open this. This is our collective's work together. Look at that artwork, is so pretty. Isn't it good? And the message says, there's no need to leave anything to chance. Oh, there's a mystery to that. And I do love these dice over here. Aren't they good? There's no need to leave anything to chance. I would say this is in the realm of everything's a spell. Our intention is everything. And that's why I believe in optimism so much. We have power. We are pure power and energy. I'm not leaving it up to chance. I am all in. Thank you for this, Edgar. That is so wonderful. And thank you, Jericho. Oh, how special. Now we move to East, air, our voice, the influence we have, ability to communicate and inspire, influence on a larger scale, birds, ideas. How wonderful. Thank you for this, Edgar. So this is our second spell element that we're pulling in through the direction of east, element of air. I'm going to give this a little hug and open it right straight to this page. How wonderful this artwork is, Jericho. Thank you so much. The parts of ourselves we avoid are where the gems lie. The truth is buried within, and it needs your remothering to seek those spaces, to hold those parts of ourselves that we avoid, and to nurture, give sweet kisses, reanimate. Let's reanimate those areas that we're trying to avoid. Oh, Edgar, this is so powerful. Thank you so much. Now we will move to South, fire. We have inner power, the sense of control and agency, sexual and or creative energies, destructive creativity, passion, serpents, keys, portals. All right. Our third wisdom, our third spell intention. Here we go. Is this just the greatest size too? Just love this. All right, here we go. Gorgeous. Thank you, Jericho. I'll show you this artwork. It's just heaven. Say yes, and the universe will echo it back to you. Absolutely agreed. I love this. Thank you, Jericho. This is so special. So for fire, that's very much the ability to say yes. Say yes. What do you dream of saying yes to? Say it now. and watch it bounce back to you. Yay, that's beautiful. If anyone wants to state in comments what they're saying yes to, please feel most welcome to be seen in that. And then what we have the sacred ability to is help carry that with us, carry that spell. All right, West is water. And Edgar describes that as emotions, deep unknown connections, relationships, family, kin, mermaids, unseen forces, dolphins, whales. Beautiful. Oh, this is so fabulous. Edgar, it's beautiful that you're in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Know that every time I put my feet on the wet sand, I bring you there too, because I know that you're a sweetheart of the West and Los Angeles, and this angel loves you so. This is such a special day with you. Thank you so much. So here we go, West water. Oh, well, this is way from the back. Look at that gorgeous protective eye. Control is an illusion. Nothing is under control, and that's fine. Oh, wild and free. Thank you so much, Jericho. This is a fabulous message. Wild and free. For any of you that are parents out there or have animal babies, when you love a being outside of yourself, when you see it in the ocean, oh, do you ever know that you have no control? Control is an illusion. Nothing is under control, and that's fine. Thank you, Jericho. And finally, we have center spirit. And Edgar says, what's at the heart of it all? The void, the web that holds us all together, infinite possibilities, astral beings, aliens, unicorns, peacocks. Oh, I had the best conversation with the folks at the city and the police department about astral travel and what is, because they wanted to talk about what is our coven. And I had to ask them what is. Oh, Edgar, I love you so much for bringing up astral beings, the utter shape-shifting, unknown, the beauty of the mystery. This is where our wisdom will be coming from now. I just wish someone else was here to open this book. So this one is, I don't know who it is that's opening this right now, but I summon your hands to open this book for the wisdom shining through. Look at this page, it's black. For the center, you did so well, whoever that was. The meaning of life is whatever you bring to it. The meaning of life is whatever you bring to it. Wow. Straight to the heart of the matter. Thank you so much for that. How fabulous this all is. Oh. It says, finish the spell by charging the quartz crystal, bowl of water, and any intentions or guidance that come up from this reading under the powerful full moon. It can be a word, phrase, or gesture. Make offerings and give thanks to the moon. Afterward, place them on your altar, pour the water into the earth, feed a plant ally you have growing near you, or ceremoniously allow the water to go down the drain and charge your intention into your city's water system. Place the lit candle onto your altar or turn it off for future use. Use the quartz crystal as an amulet that holds your intention. Edgar, my love. We adore you. We thank you for your presence, and we anoint with moon water from California this magical, gorgeous quartz crystal. We are so tenderly honored for your spell. Thank you so much. And this is for our January full moon. We will also consecrate this large, beautiful quartz crystal in its raw realness, in its rejected raw realness. The crystal no one else wanted, that was pushed out in a double stroller from the fairgrounds where I live, as I had one baby on each hip. And we will also pour water for the other full moons of this calendar, which we will celebrate together here as a coven. So that was our next full moon. That was 2, and here's 3. Here's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. And it's beautifully pooling on this gorgeous wooden tray that I have this on. It's so pretty. I'm so happy with it. Oh, what a beautiful sort of misfit stone. And our wonderful wild coven will celebrate all of the moons of this year together. Oh, and I'm moved to consecrate myself now. I was raised with holy water. And I tell that story over on the wonderful Rise Up Good Witch podcast. They have a segment called Tarot Stories, and I was able to tell the story of being raised with a font of holy water next to the front door in my home. And now I have one here. There's little pools of water. Do you see this? Do you see the bits of water dripping off my fingertips? I have a little font of holy water now, and I'll bless my mind. And in doing so, I bless yours. And I bless my words. And in doing so, I bless yours. And I bless my heart. And in doing so, I bless yours. What a very, very special, special day with all of you. I want to read to you the few words at the bottom, which is Edgar's bio. I'm so proud of them. This bio is way too short. There's so much more stuff going on. Edgar has a beautiful newsletter that you can sign up for very easily on Instagram through their link tree. And if you're following me here, you're probably already subscribing to their YouTube channel. Edgar Fabian Frias, MA, MFT, because Edgar's also a psychotherapist, is a non-binary, queer, indigenous, I forgot how to say it already. I have to do it through Google again. I have to say it correctly. Wika Rika. And Latinx interdisciplinary artist, curator, educator, and psychotherapist. They're based in Los Angeles, California, and Tulsa, Oklahoma, where they are currently participating in the Tulsa Artist Fellowship. They can be found on Instagram at Edgar Fabian Frias and at our sacred web. That's our, O-U-R, _sacred_web. Their website is www.edgarfabianfrias.org. How fabulous. Oh, what a wonderful day together. I'm not even going to look at our time. I just want to see if there's comments that folks want to share. As I do every week, I keep this portal open. I have so much love and respect for those of you that aren't able to consume this work live, that need to sneak back or even get up in the middle of the night and put me in your ears and this coven in your ears because you aren't able, you don't have the spiritual agency to experience this with others. I have a lot of room for covens that experience this together. In fact, if you have a coven, then you would like a visit from Mama Witch, I would love to come to your coven and work with you on any level. Just come, let me bring you cake and let's celebrate together. And I have a lot of room for the works that are still emerging. I keep these candles burning to all the way down for the rest of the weekend sometimes when I use larger candles. I am just moved and blown away with your presence. And I'm just going to take a little quick peek here and see if anybody wants to say hello. Edgar says, this is so beautiful. Thank you also for being part of this sacred moment. Oh, how lovely. And ancient Immi, I don't know if it's ancient Timmy or ancient Immi, Temperance says, immense gratitudes for you, Edgar, Mama Witch, and all the beautiful moon babies. Thank you so much. Yeah. Oh, I'm so happy that all you are here, and I'm sending you all my love and magic always. And please remember that magic is your birthright and everything's a spell. This is Edgar's glorious, breathtaking spell and my spell.